Hello guys, as we all know, IDBI Bank has released 600 vacancies for the post of Junior Assistant Manager and Agri Assist Officer. So, Banking Dreams powered by Knowledgist has started a new series of classes for banking and financial awareness. And friends, if you are willing to join our dedicated batch for JAM and AAO, then the link is being provided in the description box. So, do like, share and subscribe our channel. So, very first question of the day, which is important also. It is good evening, Rahbar. It is asking us out. Name the chairperson of an expert committee that has been recently constituted by the IFSCA. What is IFSCA? It is International Financial Services Centers Authority to position GIFT IFSC as a global commodity trading hub. So they are simply asking us now the time of the chairperson of that particular expert committee. It was an ad hoc committee which was being recently constituted by IFSCA. Reason is to position GIFT IFSC as a particular global commodity trading hub. So is it Devendra Jhanjharia, Vinod Kumar Paul, Rajiv Kher, option 4 that is K. Rajaraman, or option 5 that is Anantha Nageshwaran? So which option is the correct one this time? Lakshmanayana is saying option 3 is correct. Have 10 seconds others. What should it be? Should it be 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? Anyone? Venkatesh, Pallavi, Monica, Isha, Gopal. Anyone? Umesh is saying 4, Romi is saying 2. Okay. Okay, Lakshmanayana is now with option 4. So this time, dear, the correct option is Rajiv Kher, which means the International Financial Services Centers Authority has constituted an expert committee. We all know it is to position Gujarat International Finance Tech City International Financial Services Center, that is GIFT IFSC, which is basically being situated in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. And so as to now adopt and address and position further it as a global commodity trading hub. See, this 21 member expert committee, it will be chaired by Rajiv Kher. Who is he? He is the former Secretary of Ministry of Commerce and Industry. And what is going to be the main role of this committee? So it will develop legal, regulatory and policy frameworks and incentive structures that will help to promote GIFT IFSC as a global commodity trading hub. Okay, so from here we came to know three things basically. First, is the decision maker, that is IFSCA, is the main decision maker this time, who has been constituted this expert committee. And its aim is to position GIFT IFSC, which is in Gandhinagar, Gujarat, as the global commodity trading hub. Now, how many members are there in this particular expert committee? So there are 21 members being chaired by Rajiv Kher, and basic aim of this committee to be being developed is legal, regulatory and policy frameworks and incentive structures. What will it do further? It will help to promote GIFT IFSC as a global commodity trading hub. That's it. Next question is asking, which financial company has recently in May 2024 received the Certificate of Registration Corporate Agency License from IRDAI? What is IRDAI? It is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority to act as a corporate agent composite under the Insurance Act 1938. So this question is simply asking us the name of that financial company. What has it done? It has received the COR, that is Certificate of Registration, as a corporate agency license. It has been received from IRDAI, and now also it will be acting as a corporate agent under the Insurance Act of 1938. So is it Sundaram Finance, Mahindra and Mahindra Financial Services Limited, Paymart India Private Limited, option 4 JM Financial Products Limited, or option 5 that is IIFL Finance? Anyone is having any idea? Lakshmanarayana is saying option 2 is the correct one. Okay. Anyone else? Have 10 seconds, go through the question, the options, and then come up with the correct answer or whatever you are going to choose. No issues. Umesh is saying option 2. Okay. Bhuvan 3. Anyone else? Okay, I'm not going to interrupt you now for like 5 seconds. Take your time. Think about it. What should it be? Okay, P Sai is saying 3, Saket is saying 1, Venkatesh is saying 3. So this time, dear, the correct answer would be option 2, that is Mahindra and Mahindra Financial Services Limited. See this Mahindra and Mahindra Financial Services Limited, that is MMFSL, it has received the certificate of registration to work as a corporate agency license. It has got to work as a corporate agent. Okay, and it has received the certification from IRDI. What is IRDI? It is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority. And of course, it is an insurance regulator body. So it will be providing this particular agreement, this particular decision is call, and it is going to be under the Insurance Act of 1938. See, after receiving this particular license, what is something new which Mahindra Finance would be receiving or getting or having the like right to do onwards? So this license will be enabling Mahindra Finance to sell life and general insurance policies offered by various insurers. Clear? And the registration were being valid from May 21, 2024 to May 20, 2027. And it basically enables to company to undertake further business activity of soliciting and procuring insurance business in the areas of life, health, and general insurance. Both, like if you are talking about the group-based insurances or if you are going for any individual insurance. So from here, what are the basic things we came to know? First is the name of that company, that is Mahindra and Mahindra Financial Services Limited, MMFSL. What has it done? It has received the certificate of registration, okay, which is corporate agency license. From whom? From IRDAI. What is IRDAI? It is an insurance regulator body. We all know it. Now onwards, Mahindra Finance would be able to act as a corporate agent, composite. And this whole decision has been taken place under the Insurance Act of 1938. After receiving this license, these are the basic things or the basic objectives which now onwards Mahindra Finance can be undergone. And the registration was from May 21, 2024 till May 20, 2027. That's it. There would be two categories basically. If you are going to go for areas like life, health, and general insurances, then also you can go with group insurance or individual. That's it for this question. Now, next question is asking, which of the following was the first asset management company in India to launch its own brand sound? So question is asking you out to tell sorry, to tell the name of that mutual funds or that particular asset management company in India to launch its own brand sound. So is it Nippon Life India Asset Management Limited, Invesco India Asset Management, Mirai Asset Mutual Fund, Brookfield Asset Management, or option 5, that is UTI Mutual Fund? Romi is saying option 1 is the correct option. Okay. So have 10 seconds. I would not be interrupting now. Santosh, 1. Okay. Lakshmanarayana is saying 1. Anyone else? Sushmita is saying 1. Umesh is saying 3. So this time, dear, the correct answer, Saket is saying 1. The correct answer would be option 1. That is Nippon Life India Asset Management Limited. See this Nippon Life India Asset Management Limited, which is the asset manager of Nippon India Mutual Fund, NIM. What has it done? It has announced the launch of the sonic identity, which is the sound of freedom. The name is being provided as the sound of freedom. It is a powerful soundscape symbolizing financial freedom. And with this, NIMF has become the first asset management company in India to launch its own brand sound. And this new musical logo of NIMF, which is being called Mogo Escape, it captures the core values, emotions, persona of the organization. So basically, what is being done here, Nippon Life India Asset Management Limited, it has launched, or like it has announced the launch of its sonic identity, which is the sound of freedom. What will it emphasize? It will symbolize the financial freedom. Okay. And with this, NIMF has become the very first asset management company in India to launch its own brand sound. What is something related to this brand sound? It captures or it reveals the core values, emotions, and the persona of the organization. And the musical logo of NIMF is being called as Mogo Escape. Next question is asking you out. As per data from Reserve Bank of India presented in Parliament, unclaimed deposits in public and private sector banks reached this much amount as of March 2023. So is it rupees 21,083 crores, rupees 61,077 crore, option 3, 33,303 crore, option 4, 42,270 crores, or option 5, rupees 54,052 crores. So they are simply asking you out if you talk about or if you go through the data from RBI, which has been presented in Parliament. Okay, then the unclaimed deposits in the public and private sector banks have reached this much amount as of March 2023. So, which option is the correct one? Romi Singh 5, Santosh 2, Pallavi 5, Sushmita 4, Lakshmi Narayana is saying option 4. Okay. Anyone else? Umesh is saying option 2. Saket is saying option 4. Bhuvan is saying option 2. Rishabh is saying option 2. Okay. So this time, dear, the correct answer would be option 4. That is rupees 42,270 crores. See, if we talk about the data from RBI, which was presented in Parliament, then unclaimed deposits in public and private sector banks have reached rupees 42,270 crore as of March 2023. And here you can see that the COVID-19 pandemic significantly impacted this figure. Like the unclaimed deposits, which were being standing at rupees 39,900 crore in December 2022, it was more than double the amount from December 2019. And apart from it, public sector banks hold rupees 33,303 crore of, like, as of December 2022, they are talking about the unclaimed deposits, which is 83% of the total. And it is highest in State Bank of India, which has 2.16 crore accounts, but rupees 8,069 crores in total. Clear? Apart from it, as previously they were talking about the public sector banks, now they are talking about the private banks. In private banks, like ICICI Bank holds the highest amount of unclaimed deposit. In public sector bank, SBI was holding the highest amount. Here in private bank, ICICI Bank is holding the highest amount of unclaimed deposits, which is around rupees 1,074 crore in 31.8 lakh accounts. Apart from it, this is, remember, RBI launched Udgam, that is Unclaimed Deposits Gateway to Access Information. It is an online portal for centralized search of unclaimed deposits. As of March 2024, 30 banks participates in Udgam, and accounts inactive for 10 years or term deposits not claimed within 10 years are classified as unclaimed. If there is anyone who's not having any idea what is this term that is unclaimed, which is again and again popping up. So yeah, if any account is being inactivated for like 10 years, or if there is any term deposit which is not being claimed within next 10 years, it is being classified as unclaimed, right? Now, next question is asking, the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India has recently introduced new dash for insurers which mandate insurance companies to get prior approval for their board chairperson appointments. So question is simply asking you what now that IRDA has introduced a new dash. Okay, this dash is something related to regulations, and these are being implemented or introduced for the insurers, which mandate insurance companies to get prior approval for their board chairperson appointments. So is it age regulations, insurance products regulations, corporate governance regulations, insurance electronic marketplace regulations, or option 5, that is insurance reselling regulations? Romi is saying option 2, Rishabh is saying option 3. Okay. Anyone else? Have 10 seconds now. Rehabar is saying option 3. Okay. Lakshmi 4, Umesh 2. Anyone else? Okay. So this time, Saket is saying option 4, Bhuvan is saying option 2. So friends, now the correct option would be option 3, that is corporate governance regulations, which means IRDAI has introduced new corporate governance regulations for the insurers. These new corporate governance regulations were notified on 21st March 2024 under the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India regulations of 2024. Here, board of meetings will be conducted only when the so here the board of meetings will be conducted only when the quorum is maintained, that is 1/3 of the total strength of the board, or like 3 directors, whichever is higher. And there shall be at least 1 women director on the board of every insurance company as required under section 149 of the Companies Act 2013. Apart from it, IRDAI relaxed procedural norms on expense of management and share transfer through 2 separate master circulars which were issued on 15th May 2024. So from here, what are we talking about? We are going to know the basic rules, the new regulations. So under these regulations, the board of meetings were being conducted only when the quorum is maintained, which means 1/3 of total strength should be there, or like 1/3 of the 3 directors should be there at least. And there should be at least of 1 women director on the board of every insurance company. And this particular decision was being held under the section 149 of the Companies Act. Apart from it, see, you can see, as we have already done it, IRDAI, what has it done? It has relaxed the procedural norms on the expense of management and share transfer through 2 separate master circulars. These circulars were being issued on 15th May 2024. Next question is asking, in May 2024, the Securities and Exchange Board of India introduces new framework for determining dash in response to market rumors. So is it KYC norms, listed entities, fraudulent trading, unaffected price, or option 5, that is settlement period? So question is talking about, if you go through May month of 2024, then SEBI has introduced a complete new set of framework for determining dash. And it has been done in response to market rumors. So which option is the correct one this time? Santosh is saying 3, Romi is saying 5. Okay, anyone else? Okay, Rishabh 3, Bhuvan 2. So this time, dear, Rehabar 3, Saket 3, Umesh 2, Sushmita 4. This time, the correct option is option 4, that is unaffected price, which means on 21st May 2024, SEBI has introduced a new framework. This framework is being introduced for considering unaffected price for transactions after the confirmation of market rumors. And this framework will be applicable to the top 100 listed entities with effect from 1st June 2024 and to top 250 listed entities with effect from 1st December 2024. See, This unaffected price was being able to remain valid for 60 or 180 days based on the transaction stage from the rumor confirmation date to the relevant date under existing regulations, like if there is any public announcement or any sort of board approval, right? So now, coming up with next question. In May 2024, SEBI issued SEBI Amendment Regulations, which is Issue of Capital and Disclosure Requirements 2024, to facilitate ease of doing for companies planning to launch dash. So are these based on the companies which are planning to launch insurance business, follow-on offering, payment aggregator business, asset management business? For option 5, initial public offering. Question is simply asking you that SEBI has issued its amendment regulations of 2024. Okay. And it is to facilitate the ease of doing for companies who are planning to launch dash. So what is the basic thing these companies are planning to launch? Romi 4, Lakshmarayana 2. Okay. Anyone else? Have few seconds. Think about it. Try to answer, dear. There are a number of students right now. Okay, Saket 1, Umesh 5, Bhuvan 2. So this time, dear, the correct answer would be option 5. That is initial public offering, right? Yes, Sushmita, you are correct. So to ease the purpose for companies planning initial public offerings, the SEBI Regulations 2024 to amend the SEBI, which is Issue of Capital and Disclosure Requirements Regulation 2018. Basically means the 2018 has been changed with few new decisions. For now it is being named as the SEBI Regulations of 2024. See, these key changes include simplifying criteria for changes in the size of offer for sale, providing more flexibility in meeting minimum promoter contribution requirements. SEBI has also made adjustment to accommodate force majeure events using the, like there is any kind of IPO process, and these changes are part of amendments to the Issue of Capital and Disclosure Requirements, which is ICDR rules. So basically, what is this simply telling us out here? That if like there the basic changes which are being there, why are they like being amended here? So these changes are being given in these last 3 paras, the additional changes. Anyone is having any kind of issue or any query, any question till this one? So you may ask. I'm waiting for a few seconds. If you are having anything to ask me of, you can. Anyone? Okay, so Rishabh is asking what is the difference between OFS and IPO? Okay, sorry. So dear, if you talk about OFS, so give me a second. Yes, we all know what is OFS. It is offer for sale. So what is offer for sale, friends? It is a process where a company or any, like if there is any major shareholder, then they sell their shares to the public. So it is a process where a company or like if there is any shareholder or like major shareholder, then they, what they do, they sell their shares to the public. This is what we call as offer for sale. First of all, they do the sorry. First of all, they do the announcement. Like at the time of announcement, the seller basically announces the minimum price, okay, which we call as floor price for the share on this stock exchange. And this is basically what we mean by offer for sale. And now if we talk about initial public offering, that is IPO, then it refers to the process of offering shares of a private corporation to a public in a new stock issuance. So what is previously in OFS, that is offer for sale, the company or like the major shareholder of the company was having the right to sell its portion to the public. But in IPO, it refers with where is IPO being written? Yes. But in IPO, it is the process of offering shares. It is not the process of selling it out. It is a process of offering shares of a private corporation to public. And it happens in a new stock issuance. Whenever there is a new issuance stock, then the term that is come under consideration is initial public offering, IPO. Clear? So that's it. The basic difference between both of these. So yes, now any other question? ICDR. Vikas is asking what is ICDR? Okay, let me write it here. See, because we all know the full form is also being given here, that is issue of capital and disclosure requirements. What is ICDR? Others, if they are not having any idea, so it is issue of capital and disclosure requirements. That is ICDR, or the rules regarding it are being called as ICDR rules. So what are these basically? These are set of rules, or you can say set of instructions. What are these? These are set of rules or instructions. These are set by authority, which is SEBI. And the reason, the aim behind them, the setting up of these rules is to ensure transparency and fairness. To ensure transparency and fairness when companies issue securities like stocks and bonds to the public. So basically, capital and disclosure requirements are the instructions or set of rules which are set by an authority called SEBI. That's it. Any other question? Okay, any other question? No issues. So now, next question is asking, which bank has recently signed a deal with Tata Consultancy Services to modernize its core banking technology? Is it Standard Chartered Bank, Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, Bergen Bank, Axis Bank, or Exim Bank? So they are asking you the name of that bank. What has it done? It has signed a deal with TCS. And the aim, the main objective is to modernize its core banking technology. So what should it be? Pallavi 6? Okay. Pallavi is saying option 5. Sushmita, option 2. Lakshmi Rayana, 1. Anyone else? Take your time. Okay, Romi 2, Umesh 1. So this time, dear, the correct answer is option 3, that is Bergen Bank. Okay, Saket and Prakash. So dear, TCS, which is a global leader in information technology services, consulting and business solutions, it has signed a deal to modernize the core banking technology of Bergen Bank, which is one of the youngest commercial banks in Kuwait. Okay, and with this, TCS will deploy TCS banks to consolidate multiple standalone legacy applications into a modern universal banking solution. What will it do? It will promote innovation and strengthen customer relationships. Apart from it, TCS Banks is a core banking software suite which was developed by TCS for further use by the retail banks. That's it. So from here, what is the basic info which we came to know? That TCS, which provides IT services, consulting and business solution. What has it done? It has signed a deal with Bergen Bank, okay, which is one of youngest commercial banks in Kuwait. Reason is to modernize the core banking technology of Bergen Bank. In this, TCS will deploy TCS Banks. And what is TCS Banks? It is a core banking software suite which was developed by TCS for use by the retail banks. Now, next question is asking, which small finance bank has recently in May 2024 entered into a bank insurance partnership with ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company Limited? Is it Jana Small Finance Bank Limited, AU Small Finance Bank, ESAF Small Finance Bank, Capital Small Finance Bank Limited, or option 5, that is Equitas Small Finance Limited? Anyone? Okay, Lakshmanarayana and Romi are saying option 2. Have 10 seconds, dear. Do try to answer, guys. Sushmita is saying option 4. Okay. So this time the correct answer would be option 4. That is Capital Small Finance Bank Limited. See, this Capital Small Finance Bank Limited, that is CSFB, which is India's first small finance bank. It has announced a bank assurance corporate agency partnership with ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company Limited. And of course, this partnership enables CSFB to leverage its network and customer base to distribute ICICI Lombard's comprehensive suite of general insurance products. Like it includes health, motor, home, travel, and rural insurance. Now, we all know what do we mean by bank assurance? It is an agreement between a bank and an insurance company. What does this agreement, like this arrangement basically do? So this allows the insurance company to sell its products to the bank's client base. Paisa hi paisa, right? So now, next question is asking, in May 2024, Federal Bank announced a bank assurance partnership with Dash to provide its customers access to a comprehensive insurance product suite. So is it Edelweiss Tokyo Life Insurance Company Limited, HDFC Life, Tata AIA Life Insurance, Kotak Mahindra Life Insurance, or option 5, ICICI Lombard? So question is simply asking you now that Federal Bank has announced a bank assurance partnership with whom to provide its customer access to a comprehensive insurance product suite. Okay. So Lakshmanarayana is saying 3, Saket 3. So this side, yes, 3 is the correct one. That is Tata AIA Life Insurance. So Federal Bank Limited, which is a private sector lender in India, it has announced a bank assurance partnership with Tata AIA Life Insurance Company Limited. What will it do? What will this bank assurance basically do? So this will enable Federal Bank customers to access Tata AIA Life Insurance Company's products, which includes term insurance, savings, and wealth creation plans, retirement and pension solutions, etc. See, Federal Bank's network will enable Tata AIA to strengthen its footprint with its partnership. Next question is asking, which fintech company has recently, in May 2024, launched secured lending products on its platform by partnering with banks and non-banking financial companies? So, a particular fintech company has launched secured lending products on its platform. How? By partnering with banks and NBFCs. So is it Amazon Pay, Phone Pay, Airtel Payments Bank Limited, option 4, that is Tata Pay, or option 5, Geo Financial Services Limited? So what should it be? Romi Singh 5, Saket 2, Lakshmanarayana 5. Anyone else? Prakash 5, Sushmita 5, Umesh 3, iPhone 3. So this time, dear, the correct answer is option 2, that is Phone Pay. So Phone Pay, which is a leading fintech firm, it has launched secured lending products on its platform by partnering with banks and NBFCs and with other fintech firms as well. By doing this, PhonePe is aiming to create a powerful and seamless user experience in the secured loans category. And the customers can access lending solutions on the PhonePe app in 6 major categories like mutual fund, gold, bike, car, home, and loans against property and educational loan. Clear? Now, next question is asking, in May 2024, Morgan Stanley, in its 2024 Global Economic Mid-Year Outlook report, projected that India's GDP growth of -% in 2024. So, is it 6.6%, 7.6%, 6.5%, option 4, that is 7%, or option 5, that is 6.8%? Anyone? Okay, 3 have replied, great. 4 have replied. Rishabh, Romi are saying 2. Rehabar is saying 7. Okay, that is option 4. Lakshmarayana 4, Santosh 5. So this time, dear, the correct answer would be option 5. 6.8%. Prakash, you are absolutely correct. So yes, Morgan Stanley's report, which is the 2024 Global Economic Mid-Year Outlook, what does it basically indicates? It indicates that growth in India is becoming more broad-based across both on the consumer and the business spending side. And this report also forecasts 6.8% growth in 2024 against RBI's report, which said that it is going to be 7% and 6.5% in 2025. And the inflation is expected to stay within 2 to 6% comfort zone. Apart from it, retail inflation stands at 4.83% in April 2024 with an RBI's comfort zone, but slightly above the ideal scenario of 4%. See, India's gross domestic product growth reached 8.4% in the October-December quarter of FY 2023-24, which is maintaining its position as the fastest growing major economy. And with this, India's GDP is ranked 5th globally. Like US is there, China, Germany, Japan, and with an estimated value of around USD 3.7 trillion, India's GDP has ranked 5th in this whole category on a global basis. So now, next question is asking, in May 2024, Coal India Limited incorporated Bharat Coal Gasification and Chemicals Limited as its subsidiary to pursue a coal to chemical operation. So, CIL holds a majority of 51% in BCGCL, while the remaining 49% is owned by whom? Question is simple. We are talking about May month of 2024 and asking that CIL has incorporated BCGCL, okay, as its son, right? Yes, as its subsidiary to pursue a coal to chemical operation. Here, CIL's majority is of 51% in BCGCL, but the remaining 49% is being owned by whom? Is it option 1, that is JSW Group, GAIL India Limited, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, or option 5, Renew Energy Global PLC? Lakshmarayana is saying option 2, Romi is saying option 3, Sushmita is saying option 4. Okay, have few seconds. iPhone is saying option 3. Umesh, option 5. Saket 3. Prakash 3. Okay. So this time the correct option would be option 4. That is Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. BHEL. So yes, Coal India Limited, CIL, incorporated BCGCL, we all know, which is a subsidiary now to pursue a coal to chemicals operation. BCGCL will produce ammonia and nitric acid as intermediate products and ammonium nitrate as the end product. With this, CIL holds a majority, that is 51% stake in BCGCL, while remaining 49% is owned by BHEL. CIL has also signed a memorandum of understanding, this is important, with GAIL India Limited to set up a coal to synthetic natural gas project at Eastern Coalfields Limited in Burdwan, West Bengal at an estimated cost of rupees 13,052 crore. See, from the very first para, what is the basic info we came to know? That we all know CIL has incorporated BCGCL. Now, BCGCL, what will it do? It will produce ammonia and nitric acid as the intermediate product and ammonium nitrate as the end product. Now, CIL holds 51% is taken BCGCL and 49% is being taken by BHAL. Okay, apart from it, CIL has also taken another decision. It has signed a memorandum of understanding with GAIL India Limited. Reason? See, previously the factor was coal to chemical corporation, but this time it is coal to synthetic natural gas. So this time it is to set up a coal to synthetic natural gas project at the places Eastern Coalfields Limited, ECL in Burdwan, West Bengal. The estimated cost of this whole project, this whole process, this whole reaction is going to be rupees 13,052 crore. Okay. Now, next question is asking, which insurance company has recently in May 2024 partnered with asset protection firm that is ARM to provide insurance coverage for its customers for their valuables in the world. So they are asking you now the name of that insurance company. What has it done? It has partnered with asset protection firm. The name of this asset protection firm is ARM. And reason, aim, objective is to provide insurance coverage for its customers for their valuables in the world. So is it New India Insurance Company, HDFC Life Insurance Company, Tata AIG General Insurance Company, Life Insurance Corporation of India, or option 5, that is ECO General Insurance Limited? Lakshman is saying option 4. Anyone else? Take 10 seconds. What should it be this time? Sushmita, option 3. Okay. Umesh 2. Santosh 2. Saket 3. iPhone 3. So this time, Prakash 5. The correct option would be option 3. That is Tata AIG General Insurance Company. See, this Tata AIG General Insurance Company Limited, it is partnered with ARM. What is this? It is a Bangalore-based asset protection firm, and this whole partnership of Tata AIG General Insurance and ARM is to provide insurance coverage to the ARM customers for their valuables. Under this partnership, ARM's would have complete insurance coverage up to rupees 25 lakh. This collaboration of ARM's security infrastructure and technology, Tata AIG's insurance coverage for safe vault owners will provide them with ease of mind in protecting their high value possessions. Next question is asking, in May 2024 review of the MSCI Global Standard Indexes, 13 securities were scheduled to be added and 3 securities are to be removed from the India index. Which of the following companies is among the 3 securities being removed from MSCI India index? Paytm, JSW Energy, Canara Bank, Jindal Stainless Limited, or option 5? That is Bank of India. Lakshman is saying option 1, that is Paytm. Okay. They are asking you, like in May 2024, if you undergo the review of MSCI Global Standard Indexes, then 13 securities are going to be scheduling to be added and 3 are to be removed from this India index. So one among those 3 which are being supposed to be removed from this India index are, anyone? Sushmita is saying option 1. Okay. Anyone else? Dear, try to answer, yaar. What is the issue? Okay, Saket is saying 4, Prakash is saying 2. Kirti 5. So this time, dear, the correct answer is option 1. That is Paytm. So MSCI, which is Morgan Stanley Capital International, it has announced changes in constituents for the MSCI Global Standard Indexes, which will take place as of close of 31st May 2024. And as per this May 2024 review, 13 securities were to be added and 3 securities were to be removed from this India index. Following this, the net stock count will be 146 for India in the MSCI Global Standard Index. Do remember this. That is, now after this like whole deletion addition process, the net stock count will be 146. 6. The 13 securities which are added to MSCI India Index are Bosch Limited, Canara Bank, Indus Towers Limited, Jindal Stainless Limited, JSW Energy Limited, Mankind Pharma, NHPC Limited, PB Fintech Limited, Phoenix Mills Limited, Solar Industries India Limited, Sundaram Finance Limited, Thermex Limited, and Torrent Power Limited. You don't have to remember the name of all these, but yeah, just try to go through these at least once. So if there is any question related to their name, so you are like deliberately keen to answer it out. Okay. And now if you talk about the 3 companies which are removed from MSCI India Index are Berger Paints India Limited, Indraprastha Gas Limited, and Paytm, which is 197 Communications Limited. See, you have to go through these 13 names once, but yeah, do remember these 3 names because these are lesser. And it is a very big deal to be removed from any of the index. And this MSCI index, India index is so big in its own. So yeah, at least try to remember the name of the companies which are being removed. Next question is asking, which regulatory body has recently in May 2024 granted the Life Insurance Corporation of India an additional 3 years to meet minimum public shareholding norms? So, what are we supposed to tell now? We have to provide the answer of that regulatory body. What has it done? It has granted LIC an additional 3 years to meet the MPS norms. What is MPS norms? It is the minimum public shareholding norms. So is it Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, SEBI, RBI, PFRDA, or GIFT IFSC? Anyone? 2 have already answered. Okay, let me check. Rehbar 2, Lakshmana 2, iPhone, SEBI, Saket 4. Okay, anyone else? So this time, dear, the correct answer is option 2. That is Securities and Exchange Board of India. Right. So, Life Insurance Corporation of India, it has received approval from Securities and Exchange Board of India for an additional 3 years to comply with the minimum public shareholding norm. With this, SEBI granted this additional 3 years to LIC to achieve 10% public shareholding under the Rule 19 Part 2 BF4 of this Securities Contracts Regulation Rules 1957 within a time period of 5 years from the date of listing. No need to remember this. Just remember this thing, that this decision has to be amended within the time period of 5 years from the date of listing. And the revised timeline for LIC to achieve is on or before 16th May 2027. Next question is asking, which Indian digital payments company recently in May 2024 partnered with Sri Lanka's Lanka Pay to introduce UPI transactions in Sri Lanka? So we have to tell the name of that digital payments company that has partnered with Sri Lanka's Lanka Pay. Reason is to introduce UPI in Sri Lanka as well. So is it NPCI, Bharat Bill Pay Limited, Phone Pay, Reserve Pay, Amazon Pay, or option 5? That is Paytm. Reber is saying option 2. Lakshmana is saying option 1. Anyone else? Santosh option 2. Okay. Have 10 seconds. Sushmita, Umesh, iPhone, everyone is saying option 2. So this time, yes, the most chosen one, that is option 2. Phone Pay is the correct one. So yes, this Bangalore, Karnataka-based Phone Pay, which is Indian digital payments company, it has partnered with Sri Lanka's Lanka Pay. This Lanka Pay is owned by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. Reason, you all know from the question, it is to facilitate unified payments interface transactions. Okay. And these transactions are basically going to be provided for its, these transactions are going to be basically provided for its users, right? Which are basically from Sri Lanka. What will it do? This will definitely be allowing the PhonePe users to make payments in Indian rupees across Lanka Pay's merchant network with currency exchange rates, and that rates are going to be applied for these applied transactions. So from here, we came to know 2 things basically. First is the name of that particular company, that particular digital payments company, which is PhonePe. Okay. It has partnered with Sri Lanka's Lanka Pay. Secondly, Lanka Pay is being owned by Central Bank of Sri Lanka, and reason is to facilitate UPI transactions for its users in Sri Lanka. That's it. Next question is asking you out according to the world economic situation. Prakash, most of the questions are as per May 2024 because we are currently covering the May 2024 questions. In the upcoming days, we will be coming up with the June, July, May, August. Sorry, May is already there. June, July, August. So yeah, that is the reason there. Currently, we are completing the questions or the things which were basically from May. Okay. It is not like it is rhyming, so we are keeping it there like May 2024. No. These things took place in May month, or they are reviewing, or their decisions were being from May month of 2024. Okay. So now, next question is asking, according to the World Economic Situation and Prospects 2024, mid-year update by the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, what is the revised GDP projection for India in 2024? Is it 6.8%, 6.1%, 6.5%, 6.9%, or 6.2%? Anyone? Anyone is having any idea? Okay, 3 have replied, 4 have replied. Great. Rabar is saying 4, Umesh is saying 1, Bhuvan 3, Santosh 3, Sushmita 3. So this time, dear, the correct answer is 6.9. 6 reciprocal 9, 6 conversion 9. To remember it like this, 69. Prakash is saying 1. Okay. So see, this World Economic Situation and Prospects 2024 mid-year update, which is published by UN DESA. What is it? Sandesha. You can remember it, Andesha. If you are not going to like keep it in mind, and in any of the situation, they are going to ask the name of that particular organization also. So it is United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, which is saying that India's economy is estimated to expand by 6.9% in 2024. And this is definitely an upward revision from the 6.2% gross domestic product forecast, which was made by UN in January 2024. India's GDP growth projection for 2025 remains unchanged at 6.6%. And this report also anticipates a deceleration of consumer price inflation in India, which was 5.6% in 2023, and now it is 4.5% in 2024. And this is in line with RBI's 2 to 6% medium-term target range. Clear? This is important. The global economy projected to grow by 2.7%. We have already covered this para. Global economy projected to grow by 2.7% in 2024. Okay. And 2.8% in 2025. Apart from it, overall Asia's GDP growth forecast revised upwards to 5.8% in 2024 and 5.7% in 2025. Right. Now, next question is asking, as per the data from the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, what is the annual inflation rate based on the All India Consumer Price Index for April 2024? Is it 4.70%, 5.43%, 4.83%, 4.11%, or option 5? That is 5.26%. So, what is this question now asking? They are asking you out. Give me a second, dear. If you go through the data from the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, then the annual inflation rate they are asking, which is based on the All India CPI for April 2024. Yes, Rahbar, UN DESA is an United Nations group. 4.83, Umesh is saying 3, Rahbar is saying 4, okay. Lakshmana, 4.83. So this time the correct answer is option 3. That is 4.83%. So yes, as per the data from the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, the annual inflation rate based on All India Consumer Price Index number is 4.83%, which is provisional. Here they are talking about April 2024, which is slightly down from 4.85% in March 2024. Okay, like you can see a continuous surge in food prices, but still it is being there. And this decrease is attributed mainly to lower fuel prices. Corresponding inflation rate for rural and urban is, for rural it is 5.43, for urban it is 4.11%. The CPI, that is Consumer Price Index based retail inflation, was 4.7% in April 2023. Next question is asking, which bank has recently secured USD 500 million from the International Finance Corporation to support underserved women borrowers? Indian Overseas Bank, IndusInd Bank, HDFC Bank, State Bank of India are option 5. That is Canara Bank. What should it be? What should be the correct answer? They are asking you all the name of the bank. Simple. Lakshman is saying HDFC, Rehbar is saying 2. Okay. So this time, dear, the correct answer would be option 3. That is HDFC Bank. Which means on May 17, 2024, HDFC Bank secured USD 500 million from International Finance Corporation. Aim is to support underserved women borrowers. And this funding aims to empower women by promoting financial inclusion, income generation, and socio-economic growth. Now, the funds will be used to provide microloans to the self-help group and joint liability groups under HDFC's Sustainable Livelihoods Initiative. Clear? Now, from this question onward, we will be starting in our next lecture, in our next session. And till then, have fun, study smartly, and take care of your mental and physical health, everyone. So, yeah, signing off. Pragya this side. We'll be meeting as soon as possible. Good night, everyone. And of course, thank you. Yeah, good night, Umesh. Rehabar is coming up with like a very cute emoji, something, or is it sticker? Good night, dear. Yeah, good night. Good night, Bhuvan. Good night, Lakshmana. Yeah, of course, sticker. Right. Good night, Monica. Bye bye, everyone.